Welcome, dear students. I think all are well. Today is now taking a class BST. Now I started new chapter, directing. Okay, this is 7th chapter, directing. Okay. Directing. That is now chapter number 7, BST class 12. So, what is the meaning of directing? What is the meaning of directing? And directing means giving. Directing means giving instruction and guiding people in doing work. So, what is the meaning of directing? Directing means giving instruction and guiding the people. Instruction and guiding the people in doing work. Instruction and guiding the people in doing work. Okay. It is done to achieve. Some predetermined objective. Predetermined objective means this is the setup. Now, in any work you doing this, now this is the setup to predetermined objective. How to the goal to achieve this? Okay. Directing refers to process of constructing, guiding, counseling, motivating and leading people in the organization to achieve its objective. So, now what is the directing? Directing means giving instructions. Directing means giving instruction and guiding people in doing work. It is done to achieve some predetermined objectives. Directing refers to process. Of constructing, guiding, counseling, motivating, and leading people in the organization to achieve its objective. Now, in this respect, Poon and O'Donnell Now in this respect, Kunj and O'Donnell said that Kunj and O'Donnell said that directing is the interpersonal aspect of managing by which subordinates are lead to understand and contribute effectively to the attainment of enterprise objectives. Attainment of enterprise objectives. So Kunj and O'Donnell said that directing is the interpersonal aspect of managing by which subordinates are lead to understand and contribute effectively to the attainment of enterprise objectives. Okay. So now, the directing means guiding the instruction. Directing means giving the instruction and guiding to the people to doing the work. Giving the instruction, guiding to the people to doing the work. Okay. And directing refers to the process of constructing, guiding, counseling, motivating, and leading people in the organization to achieve its objectives. Now it is the predetermined set of objectives of goals. Now in this respect, Kunj and O'Donnell said that directing is the interpersonal aspect of managing by which subordinates are lead to understand and contribute effectively to the attainment of enterprise objectives. Okay. Now, characteristics or features of directing. Characteristics and features of directing. Characteristics oblique features of directing. Characteristics or features of directing. Number 1, directing initiates action. Directing initiates action. Directing initiates action. Okay. And directing is a key. Directing is a key managerial function. So a manager has to perform this function perform this function along with planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling, while discharging his duties in the organization. So now, the directing is the initiate action. Directing is a key of managerial function. Key of the managerial function. A manager has to perform this function along with planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling while discharging his duties in the organization. Okay. Now we can say that directing initiates action in the organization. Now directing is the initiate action in the organization. Now number 2. Directing takes place at every level of management. Number 2, directing takes place at every level of management. At every level of directing takes place at every level of management. Directing takes place at every level. Every manager form from top to bottom performs the functions. Top to bottom performs the function of directing, or in other words, we can say directing takes place wherever superior subordinate relationship exists. So now, the second point, directing takes place at every level of management. Every manager from top to bottom performs the functions of directing, or in other words, we can say that directing takes place whenever superior subordinate relationship exists. When the superior and subordinate relationship exists. Okay. So now, this is the second point. Now, Third point, directing is a continuous process. Now, third point, directing is a continuous process. Third point, directing is a continuous process. Directing is a continuous process. It takes place throughout the life of the organization, irrespective of people, occupying managerial position, occupying managerial positions. Occupying managerial position. Okay. Now, directing is a continuous process. Directing is a continuous process. It takes place throughout the life. It takes place throughout the life of the organizations, irrespective of people occupying managerial position. It takes place throughout the life of the organization, irrespective of people occupying managerial position. People occupying the managerial position. Okay. So now, next point, number 4, directings flow from the top to bottom. Directing flow from top to bottom. Flows from top to bottom. It means that every manager can direct his immediate subordinate and take order for action from his immediate loss. So now, fourth point, directing flows from top to bottom. When it flows from top to bottom, it means that every manager can direct his immediate subordinate, and take order from action from his immediate losses. Take order from actions and take the immediate losses. Okay. This is the fourth point. Now, fifth point is the last point of feature characteristics of directing is helps to subordinates helps to subordinates. Now, it is the throughout process of throughout process of top to bottom in the organization, top to bottom of in the organization. Bottom in the organization and occupying the managerial positions of the organization and occupying the managerial position of the organization. Manager position of the organization. Okay, directing helps to subordinates. It is throughout the process top to bottom in the organization and occupying the manager position of the organization. Now, example. The assistant sales manager will receive direction from the area sales manager, and he will give instruction to the sales executives working under him. The example, the assistant sales manager will receive direction from the area sales manager and he will give instruction the sales executive working under him. This is the end of the characteristics and features of the directive. Okay, thank you. Today is now end my class.